So when you're present, and right now I'm present, I'm walking down the street and there's some beautiful rose bushes around me and some beautiful houses and trees, and there's birds in the background. Can you hear that? There's a squirrel crossing the street. It's amazing how they walk. It's almost like a jumping dance or something. And there's a lack of the mind in it. It's just a beingness to it, a stillness, a quietness, a contentness to it. It's early in the morning on a Sunday, so not many people are stirring. It's just light for maybe the last 40 minutes. And there's nothing really to do. Just take it in, the beauty of it all. And so just trying to help develop that distinction of what being in the present moment is. And so into this I'll introduce a mind function. I remember one day I was flying back to Chicago, and I don't remember my age, that's irrelevant. And I fell asleep on the plane, and I awoke, and I felt all the energy around me, the plane vibrating, the people, all the stuff around me was it's so intense inside of a plane like that. And to wake up into that, and to realize that I guess I became aware of everything kind of simultaneously, that I was in this plane a mile high, or however high they are, going 500 miles an hour, and with a seatbelt on. I feel kind of, not sure how much those seatbelts help if something goes wrong, but I awoke in a panic, like not enough to, be foolish or make a fool of myself, but just my heart leaped in my chest, and I grabbed the arms of the chair, and it took whatever 2-3 seconds for me to go, oh yeah, I do this all the time, this is normal. And so the fear, crept up, because there was a moment where I wasn't, my mind wasn't calming itself. And so in the mind state, it seems sometimes that the reason the mind is on edge and trying to solve problems is because its function seems to be to protect you in some sense. So it's looking around trying to figure out where's the nearest blemish to me at this moment, because I need to spot that blemish and try to remove it in order to reduce the risk to my body here. And so it's trying to solve problems all the time. It's a mechanism, it's looking for problems. And that's what the concept of this isn't it comes from. It's this idea that there's at least something wrong at any given moment. Something needs to be fixed, something needs to be changed. And it's really about queuing up those in order and figuring out which ones you can attack first. And but there's never a moment in a mind's life when it really can relax, because there's always something that it can fix. And it tells us, or we believe, or as we show up as a human, we think that once it gets through enough of those things, that there'll be the mind will go, okay, congratulations, you've arrived. This is it. This is where we knew you could do it. Congratulations, that's it. You don't need to worry anymore. You got to that point where nothing ever could go wrong again. And that's what we're waiting for. There's not a list somewhere that has on it, check this when everything's handled. We don't have a list that says that at the bottom. All of our lists just have things on it. But the idea is that if we get far enough through that list fast enough, that somehow we're going to have some satisfaction there, or life's going to make sense. And that's a con job. Life can only make sense right now. There only is now. And so whether it's fear you have, or mistrust, or panic, or any sort of upset that you have in your life because of conditions that your mind has evaluated as dangerous to you, all of that, the way you're made, all of that is used to get you to do something next on the list. Do something next. Do something next. Fix this, fix that. Make this better. Help that person. Do this next. All of that's trying to drive you forward. And yet, that drive you forward machine, we have a fable in our mind that one day that will end. If we either go fast enough, or go on the right path, or figure it all out, or we find the right hack, eventually we'll get smart enough where we're going to have it figured out. There's somewhere we can get that'll get us out of this situation, that finally the world's going to show up and they're going to have a party and say, congratulations, you got it done. And that's the delay you're being sold, that you don't need to really find joy in the present moment, because you're believing your mind that there's just a couple more things, just this, if you get these 2 or 3 things done, you'll deserve happiness. And that's the pitch, and no one's making it but you. And and you're the audience. You're both the actor and the audience. So you're sitting there, and your mind's up on stage, and it's doing this dance. Ba 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 ba. Here's the next things, 3 things we're gonna do, and once we do it, we're gonna be happy with you. Da 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 da. And then you have this overall unease, because hey Blackbird, because that this isn't it. Those 3 things got to get done. The guy up on stage said so. Da 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 da. Hey, where's my Blackbird? Oh, he's not as interested anymore. And so your mind gets away with it, because it gets your attention. Hey, da 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 da. Here's the next 3 things you're gonna do, and once you've done them, you're gonna feel good too. Da 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 da. And so you sit there quietly in your chair going, well, it's not that good a play, but there's only 3 more things at least. And once I get those 3 done, that's when, Maybe there'll be an intermission. The lights will come on. Maybe there's snacks out in the... And so it's always what's next, you know? Those three things, but maybe the intermission, maybe there's snacks, maybe... And so your mind is just... It's non-stop. It doesn't stop. And it has you. And it's your choice. All you have to do is just let it out. Be present to this moment. You don't have to give up your mind. It's up there on stage. Let it run its act. But take a deep breath, walk around, look, see. Look how beautiful the trees are, the flowers, and experience the amazing grace shrink the sideshow. Let it run the sideshow, but does it have to be center stage? Does it have to be the only actor? Maybe it does. Maybe it's only going to be the only actor, and you're going to be the only person in the crowd watching the actor. I'm not saying you don't have friends or whatever, but they have their own act on their stage. But and I don't, even if you wanted to get rid of it, I don't know how to get rid of it. But do you have to be front row, eyes wide open? Can't you just take a deep breath and let in what's behind it? It's an excruciatingly gorgeous world out here. And your mind has a purpose. It has a function. But it's living you. It's totally absorbing all of your attention. And the you that you are behind your mind is consciousness. And what is consciousness but a stage where the entire play is happening? It's the stage of life. You've provided the building. You are the building, you are the town, you are the country, you are the planet. And there's a little guy on a stage in the middle of a town that you're focusing on. And step back. Let it do its routine, but just breathe it in, take it in, and realize that you're the consciousness in which it dances. You're the perception. And if you can, let your shoulders drop. Take a breath. Yeah, it's over there, it's dancing, but feel your breath. Look at the trees. Look at the birds. Look at the flowers. Look at this beautiful world. Yeah, the car's got to be washed. Yeah, you got to do the laundry. But why the upset? Why the upset? Look for the listening. Be the listening. Laugh. Yeah, look at that routine up there. They're telling me everything's going to be okay once the laundry's done. Well, what? No. Look at it right now. Just breathe it in. Perceive it. It's perfect right now. So, I don't know. just trying different ways to wake people up, because it's a really great place. And I remember, I don't even have to remember. I still have a mind. I know what it feels like to get so close to the information, to get so close to the list of things to do, to become so intimate with those problems you have in your life that you really think that if you concentrate hard enough, that you're going to finally be able to solve those problems and take a deep breath. I'll relax when they're solved. That's bullshit. In fact, the opposite is true. It's the opposite that's true. The truth is, if you can relax and enjoy your life and understand that your mind doesn't have you, you have a mind, then you can be the Michael Jordan of your life, because you'll be loose. You're going to be on the basketball court loose. You're not going to be strung so tight that you're going to be able to make the long shot, because you're going to be relaxed, loose. And that's what you want to do. Don't get so close. It's not the championship. Even the championship game is not the championship game. If you're out there on the court and you're just playing ball with some friends, and you're in the present moment, and you're loose and you're easy, that's where you can make the play. That's going to make the play. The upset, the fear, the agonizing emotions that you're attaching, that isn't helping your game. That's ruining it. And so step back, take a deep breath, meditate, do some yoga, find out what an orange tastes like. And the time you take to become aware and to understand the visceral sense of being in the present moment, it'll give you that time back tenfold. The way that you'll play basketball, if you can get out of your head, is going to make more points. It's going to feel better, and you're going to live your life instead of having your mind live your life. And it's going to be joyful. And so don't fall for the con that if you are up close, well organized, tight, intense, all of that somehow you're going to score more. You're not going to get the points. You just need to take it down a notch, relax, bob and weave a little bit. So anyway, just trying to let you in different ways. Thanks for listening.